Ooh, yeah. All right, we're back for part two. So Matt is going to give us a little bit of a breakdown on, just the order that we attack, like making a record. Like, do we start with drums? Do we start with this? Do we start with that? Yeah.
Yeah. So we definitely we started with an arrangement. We started laying down drums and uh, kick drum, snare, like trying to get like the foundation of where the groove lies. And then it didn't matter if we like used samples or maybe we did like one kick drum thing and we just copied it really fast over a section. The whole goal was just to get the song laid out so that we can start laying stuff on top of it. You can always replace stuff afterwards. Just because you're like putting on one sound doesn't mean that you're totally committed just to that sound. So now we've been going back and just kind of replacing those older sounds. We put a cajon over this to make it feel a little bit more organic. Some shakers, some tambourines. Originally, we had just plugged in a DI acoustic guitar just to lay down the song really quick, but now we've gone back and actually put up a mic. Eric cut two guitar tracks, and we just panned them left and right. Got rid of the old scratch DI one. Now we're about to hop into some vocals. We have a great scratch vocal on there, but since we've been rehearsing it a bunch for live shows, Kimi has the vocal down way better now. So she's gonna hop in there and rip this vocal, and then Eric's gonna go in there and hit all the harmonies once the lead vocal is finalized. And then I guess one other thing we did is after rehearsing it a bunch as a live group, we came back to the original recording and noticed that it felt really slow. And so we grabbed everything that we had and we warped it in Pro Tools and we just sped it up maybe like 5 BPM, which just made it feel like way more drivey, a little bit less cheesy.
Nice.
And yeah, that's where we're at right now. Kicking
Sweet,
ass.
sweet.
Moving along quickly.
So, we like if you guys are curious about the individual steps of what we just talked about, like how to use the warp function, or what kind of mics did we use to track the acoustic guitars, or even what DAW are we using, what like digital workstation we're using. We're using Pro Tools. But so if you guys have any of those kind of questions that are more specific, we'd love to dive really deep into each one of those things. So just leave in the comments and let us know what it is you'd like to know exactly. Because Matthew is a master wizard engineer, and we've all been doing this for a long time.
Also, Kimmy is here. Boom, blam. And you do have any kind of just like thoughts about maybe the way you tackled, getting in on a vocal?
I would always recommend. I mean, it's different when you're like just a studio musician making a studio album, but like if you're a live band, just play the songs a bunch before you start recording them, because your vocal is gonna change, and the way you sing things are gonna change. You're gonna figure out what style it is. I feel like just listening to the vocal take that we took when we first wrote this in the studio versus how I sing it now is so different, and so if you can get that live practice in it, it just kind of changes everything. That is my advice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great, and I feel like totally exact sentiment. So she's gonna go nail her take, and then when I can hear all the little interesting things that someone as wonderful as Kimmy does, then I, as a support vocalist, can
Like kind of copy the way she's singing it a little bit with the harmony, and then that way it's gonna fit way better. And so it won't sound like someone trying to sing underneath somebody else. It'll just kind of sound like a unison vocal that is a chord almost or something. So these are some of our favorite things to do. It is not necessarily the perfect way to do it, but it works for us, and we work really efficiently. And so again, if you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments, and also make sure to subscribe, yo. We want to get the information to people who care about it. So hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the bell so you get notified when we go live. And yeah, just stay on these. This is part 2, so we're probably gonna have all the way up to part 5, I imagine. And just can't wait to share it all with you guys. Bye. You gonna say bye?
Bye.
Matt.
Bye.
Matt.
Bye.
Nice. All right. Peace.